Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another Plan With Me. This is Misty with Happy Planning with Misty, and I am going to be playing around in my Erin Condren hourly. And this is a company that I found on Etsy. It's Elisa Revell. And I'm going to try to put down the monthly part, the dashboard for April, and then we're going to do a week into April, and we'll see how far we get. So since I don't actually really plan in this, I just play around in this, we're just going to do stickers and chat and talk and make sure that, sorry y'all, hang on while I adjust this. Make sure it's high enough to where y'all are in view. Okay, so let's start with this. I've never used any of her stickers, so I'm excited to see how this works out. So let's see, that says that this here is for the sidebar. So let's go with this here that goes across the top. And this is a Sunday start, which is what I love when it comes to my days of the week. In my calendar, I like Sunday, but when I weekly plan, I can do the Monday start. So let's see. Looking what the sidebar looks like. Okay, I think this just says MK155. So it don't have like a name, but it does say A5 monthly. So we're going to try this and see, y'all. I'm not real sure how this works because this is not stretching over. The entire thing. So let me play around with some white out here. I don't really know. I was thinking when I ordered this that this was for the Erin Condren hourly, but I could have misread it. It does say an A5, but who knows with me. Sometimes I get excited about the stickers and don't finish reading the whole thing. So let's just see here. Both of these are the same width. And so I think I'm just going to center this, y'all. Since it don't go all the way, but we're just going to play around with it. Now it'll work fine here. In fact, it'll be a little bit too long. So we'll get that part covered. So let me get one of my washi cards. So today is Saturday. I already hear Fizzy. Hang on just a minute. Okay, so let's try this again. Marshall and Maddie have left to go fishing. They left like at 5:15 this morning. They crazy. But and I don't think this is, well, no, it's not removable paper, because I was going to put this little bit that was left over on this edge, but this will be fine. So yeah, Fizzy was outside, so I had to go get him. Okay, so then we've got Sunday. Is that right? Y'all, I can't even remember how this went. Yes, Sunday. Monday. So yeah, they left early this morning to be able to get to the lake and to get on the water. And I told them I might be awake, but I wouldn't be going fishing that early. They do that even when we go to Eufaula. They are on the water early because the fish are biting early, right at sunrise. And I'm like, I wake up slow. I want to. Now, I don't mind being outside and listening to the birds singing and all that kind of stuff. I don't mind all that. But I do not want to, what do you call it? Be like functioning very much that early in the morning. That's crazy, ain't it, y'all? I like to ease into my day. Some people can wake up and just start chatting because, I mean, that's just them. They're a morning person. They can just go at it, but that's not me, y'all. Okay, let's see. We can use this little bit right there. Let's see, where'd that white out go? Get rid of this little star thing here. And we're gonna put this here. And now where's my washi card? So tomorrow is Easter Sunday. I hope y'all have a wonderful Easter Sunday and get to spend it with your family. Okay, so let's see now. I think I'm going to use the this month. Right here. There was several options. You could do bills, important, next month, notes, several different options. And even you can divide it halfway. So if you want to do this month and then let's do an important. We can do that. And let's go part of the way down and do an important. Okay, so now let me get my April calendar opened up. So let's see here what we're doing. I got to get my days on. So the first day was Tuesday. So this is not, because I'm redating this planner, so I need my numbers. Let's get this page. This is going to be the first. So once I get through with this, I am going to get dressed and I am going to go to the supermarket that's close by to get the stuff that I need for the dessert that I'm taking to Mom's and the stuff to make the squash casserole. And then I gotta walk over to the Dollar General and get some stuff for here in the house. I've also got some stuff I need to mail. So I need to go by the post office. If they're even open. I don't know if they're open with this being Easter weekend. They might not even be open. I forgot about that. So we might have to wait and do that Monday. Alright, let me get these numbers put on. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the numbers put on. Some of them wouldn't cut all the way through. So I got those put on. So now let's start putting in our important things. So I want to do one of these bigger boxes for Easter Sunday. That is an important day. Let's see. Okay, it'll fit in here without me taking that number all the way up. I just need to raise it up just a smidgen. There we go. Okay, so there's Easter Sunday. All right, and then we're going to put Good Friday. Okay, so we got those down. All right, so then this part of the week was when we were in Indiana. So let's just put this. So it was from there to, we got home Saturday. So we'll put this here. And we'll just write home there. Okay, then on Tuesday, that following Tuesday, Maddie had art class. So let's do one for each day because she's got art class each day this month. So that's 1 to 4. Just go ahead and write that in. Scoot y'all in just a little bit closer. Maybe I can keep an eye on it so you can see a little bit more. And we're just gonna write art. And then let's see, on the 8th, Fizzy's got a haircut. And that is at 10:30. So we'll put 10:30 there. And then the 14th, me and Maddie went to Prattville shopping. For clothes for her college. And that was a no school day because we were gone most of the day on that. And then I had on the 15th an ortho appointment. And that was at 10:40. And then I had my sugar doctor appointment on the 17th. And this was sugar doctor. And that was at 10:15. And then the 30th, I've got to have blood work done. So and that's hard to write way down there on the bottom, blood work. So it looks pitiful. And that is at 8:45 because I've got to do that fasting. Okay. So I normally don't plan in this planner. Even I told you that at the beginning of the video, but I also wanted you guys to see what it would look like if you went and got one of these kits and planned with it. And we're just going to use this because these are empty boxes down here. And we'll use this smidgen to add to finish that off. And look, that almost looks exact like it belonged there. Okay. And then you've got a couple more boxes up here that are empty, but I think it's okay. So you still, after all that, you've still got all this left. You've still got half days, paydays, important to do today. I mean, there's still good gobs of stuff. And so this is Saturday. I'll probably put on there that Marshall and Maddie went fishing because that's like a family. M fishing. That's something them two love to do. I would rather sit by the water, sip my coffee, and listen to all the nature going on, but I can fish every now and then. I used to just do it all the time, but y'all, the older I get, the more boring I get, I guess. So let me back you up so we can see this whole thing. So there's that part. So now, if we flip over here to this April dashboard type thing, I'm going to see if I can make this work, which I think I can. So this don't fit perfectly in here, and it says A5 planners, but we are going to just, so this is like a habit tracker that she offers. So you've got your 31 days, and then you can put whatever you want to track. If you read, sleep, crochet, whatever it is that you do, you can line it up here, and it fits perfectly in that box as far as the width. It's the length that's off. And then we'll use this box to go over here. And I think I'm just going to put this sort of centered also. And then you can mark this out if you want to, because she does provide and and we're not in 2024. So she does provide an April, May, or June. So whatever month. So this could be used for any of those months. So you can put that there. I think I'm going to put, let's do projects. Let's just do that. That's going to be my projects. And then over here, she provides these bullet points. So I think that's what I'm going to use on here. So I think I'm going to alternate the colors. Okay, and then this could be for birthdays for the month. Okay, and then she's got some strips of washi and stuff that you can use to decorate. I can put this on this first line. And then I can put, let's do a don't forget across here. And then we've got these boxes, or you've got these asterisks that you can do. But since it's a don't forget, I'm more likely going to want to check things off. So I'm going to put that. Okay, there's that. Okay, and I've still got a couple of decorative strips here. We might just put them on here. Like this. There we go. Okay. So then there's still a May and June health habits. There's still all these. And there is these small strips. I didn't see them till just now. So we could just sort of line these boxes just to give it a pop of color. This can go under the April. And then we can use, she's got this long strip down the side too. I didn't even see that. So she does provide strips to where you can definitely add some more bling to different spots. So I think that turned out cute for it not to be really made exactly. It just says A5 planner. So that is what the April dashboard looks like. And so then the next thing would be to plan the next April spread. And this is what her April kit looks like. Very pretty. This is a 7x9 kit. So this is your full boxes. This is called a sampler because it's got a little bit of everything on it. And then this is your washi page because that's mainly what that is. And so then you just start laying down the stickers like you like them. No right or wrong. So we're going to start right here. And get our X-Acto knife, because I think that's going to be a little too hard to cut, because it's just a little bit of a piece. If I can find, there it is. Try not to butcher myself in the process. Okay, so we got that. We're going to do this side. I'm going to cut it off here. All right. Now let's see. Is this 1 or 2? This is 2. I think I'm going to go back with this thinner strip here on top. I think that will look cute. Well, I don't think I cut that enough. Did that time? Okay. So now let's see, what have we got for our days? So we don't have any days. Okay. Well, that's alright. I can get my Mojo Jojo plans. And we can get us some days of the week. Here we go. Those are all months right there. So here's some days. See what color. These are going to be too long, but I think this size would fit. And we might have to go with this like tan looking color, because this red and this is like a bright pink, and the green looks too bright to me. They're a different green, so it's either going to be the black or this tan looking color. And I had thought about laying this black strip on top and putting the words on it. And I'm going to need numbers also. So let me see what this is going to look like. So there's that one. Okay, so there's that, and then if we come back with and I know I've got to put my date in there somewhere too. So let's do Monday, Tuesday, of course Wednesday is going to take up everything, so then that's going to have my numbers in a different spot. Okay, let's go back and center these, and I can put the numbers below. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Okay, Sunday. Okay, so now let's go back with, see what week we on. So this would be, Tuesday would be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So Monday is the 7th. So let's go to, I've got this size number. But that's on clear. Let's see if I got, this though that's on paper is too tall. See, I need some round ones. Okay, so I don't see any round ones there. Let me see. Let's see if I got some round ones in this Agenda 52 book. Yep, I do. So I've got, I need 7. Okay, let's just use, these black round ones. I've got a 7 here. That'll work fine right there. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12, 13. Okay, so let's put all this back in here. That back in there. And this back down here so we can have room. Okay. Now, let's try the sidebar. And what have I got as headers? So I've got to do a cleaning day. No school this week. Okay. So let's do a this week with this one. Let's just go all the way. And so these look like they have to be centered just like mine from my shop have to be. This week, let's put tracker. And then we can put this Monday through Sunday. Alright, and then let's put that's just a lot of black up there. So let me see here what we want to do. I had some piecey parts of this, but those are not big enough. So okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and extend this. And I'm going to go back to this book and get me an April. I don't want it in black. Let's see if I can find it in that. I think it's this color. Okay. Well, no, it's not that color, but it'll work. It matches. Okay, so April, and then I want to do cleaning day across the top here for this box. We rigging this, y'all. Then I can put this down. Like that. Okay. So y'all, that is just the edges of everything. We ain't even started laying out this sucker yet. Alright, so now let's go with our full boxes. And let's see. I think we're going to have to center them. Yeah, but I want, when I do it, I want these dates for sure covered up, or these times. Okay, so there's that one. Then let's go with an open one. Then we can go back to a solid. Go back to an open. Then we can do a solid. Oh, that slid a little bit. Okay. And this can be an open one. And we can go back with a solid right here. Okay. So I've still got 3 boxes if I need more for decorating. So that is not going to be a problem. So now we just got to start laying down some functionals. Oh, come on. Let's see, is that all? So no functional except for those boxes. So let me set that to the side and focus on these here. So I got these and these small ones here. All right, so let's see. The next biggest one is this one here. So I think I'm going to use it on this page since that other biggest one was used on this page. And then I'm just going to mix and match some stuff. On these pages. And like I said, this is mostly for me to play around, and then if I need something to like put on oh, what do you call it, Instagram. If I need to, I can just take a picture of these and post to Instagram. So and this takes less brain power than when I'm really got stuff going on and I've really got to for sure put stuff down. Okay, so we got one of those sort of type boxes across now. I've got a smaller box there. Smaller box there. Make sure we got one of these in small version in each of these. And then I can see what I've got left over. Let's spread these flags out. Let's see, let me put this one over here. Put that one there. That up there. This one over here. Okay, y'all, it's coming together. I'm liking this. I think I'm going to go back with this one here, since this don't really have any kind of decorative in this column other than that flag. So that is a closed box, so let's use an open square box right here. Okay, we got an open there. So let's use a closed one down this way. Open there. So let's use a closed one. Open, so let's do closed. That one's open, so we can do another closed. Okay, that's open, so let's do a closed. And that one's closed, so let's do the open. Okay, so then we've got room here for one more, for sure. So let's go with this black, because I don't see no black in that. Do black there. This don't have a tan. Let's do this tan. Okay, then this don't have a black, except down here. Let me come back to that one. That is a close spot, so let's see. I could use a green in here. Yeah, I think I like it better up here. Okay, let's use this tan over on this section. I need a green over here. And this already has all the colors. So back to this one. I feel like I need something right there, and it could be this tan, but let's see. They're almost mirroring each other. Okay, maybe that's a little better doing it like that. Okay. So that still seems like a big gap. So let's go back with this here. And I think that is about it, y'all. So this is what I've got left over with these 2 extra boxes and these strips. And I think it's turned out cute. So we got the April monthly with extras left over that I can add. We got the April dashboard put together. And then we've got one of the weeks in April laid down. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, y'all. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.